Hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm a pregnancy coach who works with mamas all over the world, helping you to overcome anxiety and overwhelm, enjoy your pregnancy, and prepare for a sacred birth and the beautiful beginning that you want to give your baby. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 5 tips to help you have a natural hospital birth. The first thing that you want to remember is that it helps to have a plan. Talk with your care provider about your birth plan well before it's time to go into labor. Because when you talk about it before labor, then you know that you and your care provider are on the same page. And you can also have multiple copies of your birth plan signed by your care provider so that the team that's going to help care for you when you're at the hospital will also have that birth plan. Speaking of going to the hospital, the next tip is to remember not to go to the hospital too soon. Many moms start to feel a twinge of labor. They think, okay, this is it. And then they're in a rush to get there because it's the big day and it's exciting and you want to make sure that you get there soon enough because you don't want to be one of those moms who has their baby on the side of the road, right? The reality is that's probably not going to happen. And the other reality is when you get there too soon and active labor hasn't really kicked in, you could open yourself up for what they call the cascade of interventions, which is, let's try and augment labor, which means speed it up. Usually that means Pitocin or Syntocinon, depending on where you are in the world. And then that can lead to one complication or intervention after another, which is why it's called a cascade. Back in the day, they used to send moms home when they got to the hospital and they weren't really in quite active labor yet. And even today, some hospitals will do that or they'll tell you go walk the stairs or something, but most feel like, well, she's here, let's get things going. And that doesn't always turn out best for you and your baby. So wait to go to the hospital. Tip number 3 is to take a birth ball with you to the hospital. Now, if you're at a hospital that has a birthing suite, they may already have a birth ball. So you can ask your care provider about this. But a birth ball is a great tool in the hospital, and I recommend that you work with it during pregnancy too, so that you know how to use it. But the beauty of a birth ball is that it allows you to create a lot of movement in a little amount of space. Now, a birth ball is just a glorified name for an exercise ball. And sitting on an exercise ball, rotating your hips, moving around, that helps create a lot of movement. And all of that hip rotation and rolling around helps your baby do what he or she needs to do, moving down through the pelvis, turning into an optimal position, and going down. Of course, you're going to get up off the birth ball when it's time to birth the baby, but it really helps during that active part of labor where baby is still navigating down too. Remember, labor is about much more than just opening to 10 centimeters. It's also about your baby's journey and the rest of your body getting ready. And a birth ball can really help with that. Another thing to consider is tip number 4, negotiate fetal monitoring. If you're going to the hospital, you're probably going to have some level of fetal monitoring. But the truth is evidence, including recent evidence, shows that fetal monitoring does not help. We've been using it for decades, and the research has conclusively come back saying it doesn't help. The reason why we still have it, insurance companies like it because it reduces hospital liability. That's the only reason why we still have universal, pretty much extended fetal monitoring during labor. But what you can usually do is negotiate with your care provider and the hospital team to have intermittent fetal monitoring. And usually at the hospital, that means you'll be on the monitor for some 20 minutes out of the hour and then able to be up and more active during the rest of the hour. Anything that you can do to allow yourself to be up and active is going to be of huge benefit during your birthing time. And that's tip number 5. It's stay active. Even if that means saying over and over again, I need to get up and go to the bathroom. And then being in the bathroom can really help. Number 1, kind of like sitting on the birth ball, sitting on a toilet can help your baby move down and open because you can rock, and also all of those lower parts of your body are pretty used to relaxing on the toilet anyways because you're used to softening and relaxing there when you go to the bathroom at home. So when you're in the bathroom at the hospital, it can help with that relaxation. But also, it's just a place where you're away from all of the eyes and all of the monitors and all of the poking and prodding. And also, many hospital bathrooms have a shower, and it's okay to get in the shower during labor. And that can be helpful too because you're in an upright position. And even if you can't be in a birth tub when you're at the hospital, having that water running over you can really help. I had my first baby at home, but I didn't have a birth tub for that birth. And being in the shower and just feeling that hot water on my body really helped. And I think the upright position helped her move down too. So the bathroom is a good place to go. And again, it gives you a reason to get up and be active. Sitting on the birth ball can help you be active. Putting on some music and dancing can help you stay active. If you can find something like, oftentimes there's a broad windowsill in the room or a low counter. If you can plant your hands there and just sway and rock your hips, that can really help. All of those things, remember, gravity helps your baby come down. Active movement and all of that helps facilitate baby moving down and through your pelvis. Now, like I said, I'm a pregnancy coach and I love working with mamas all over the world. I work with mamas planning all kinds of births in all kinds of places with all kinds of care providers. And I love being there and helping those moms have continuity, have the personal attention that they need, the plans that they need to stay healthy and happy. And I would love to support you in the same way. If you're interested in learning more about my coaching and how it can help you give your baby a beautiful beginning, I would love to chat with you. You can either drop a comment below or you can go ahead and visit birthbabylife.com/beautiful, and I would love to chat with you about giving your baby a beautiful beginning.